When I was in high school, school was really important to me. I really enjoyed excelling in math and in other areas of school, and so choosing a college and what I was going to do and what I was going to study was really important to me. And not only that, but growing up, I was a Christian, and I really wanted to do what God wanted in my life. I really wanted to follow His will for my life, and so choosing a college was a really kind of stressful time in my life. I really thought that God had this really set path laid out for me, that I was going to go to college A and study major B, and I was going to live in city C, and I thought that if I made a mistake in choosing one of those, that it was going to kind of ruin the rest of my life. And so some wise words from my mom encouraged me that as long as I was actively seeking God, whatever I chose was going to be His will for my life. And so after a lot of prayer and figuring stuff out, I decided to go to UMD and study industrial engineering. And it was really fun. I kind of owned that industrial engineering badge with honor. Kind of that first week of school, I saw that I was the only girl who was studying industrial engineering that year, and I kind of walked around with a little bit of pride knowing that I was a female engineer, that I was smart and that I could figure things out, and I really found a lot of my identity in that. And while I was at school at UMD, I started to get involved with Crew. And through Crew, I attended a conference the fall of my freshman year, where I was really challenged to think about what was holding me back from being a sent one for God. And I remember praying and asking God to just dig deep and show me what I was holding on to. And during the session, I just kept thinking about my major, and I was like, "But God, we talked about this. I was seeking you, and we decided industrial engineering. We decided UMD. I can't change. That would show that I was a failure. I don't really understand what's going on." And so after praying and kind of talking to some other people, I came to realize that it wasn't that God was asking me not to be a female engineer or not to study industrial engineering, but He was showing me that that was something that was a barrier for me really living on fire for Him. And so I just started living more out of my identity as a Christ follower and less out of my identity as a female engineer. I stopped worrying about grades or what other people thought of me. I started spending more time building relationships with other people. And I didn't do this because I wanted God to look on me with more favor or to love me more or to earn anything. But it was really to honor what He had done in my life. I'm a sinner, just like all of us, and there's nothing that I would ever choose that's good. I would always choose to lie or to see what was best for myself, in any given day. And because of that, I deserve to be separated from God. But Jesus, He always chose what was right. He perfectly sought a relationship with the Lord, with His Father. He always chose to take the higher road. And because of that, He could die and pay the penalty for my sins. He could, kind of cover that. And so now, when God looks at me, He sees the righteousness of Jesus instead of my sin. And so because of that, I really want to follow God wherever He goes. Because I know that whatever He has in store for my life is way better than something that I could ever plan or choose on my own.